My Immortal by Bloody Fangs 666. Yeah, I think. I forgot the name, alright? It was the My Immortal lady. Girl, okay? Alright. Anyway, chapters 1 and 2. Chapter 1. Author's note. Special thanks, get it? Because I'm gothic, to my GF. Ew! Not in that way. Raven, Bloody Tears 666 for helping me with the story and spelling. You rock! Justin, you're the love of my depressing life. You rock too. MCR rocks. Hi, my name is Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way, and I have long ebony black hair, that's how I got my name, with purple streaks and red tips that reach to my mid-back, and icy blue eyes like limpid tears, and a lot of people tell me I look like Amy Lee. Author's note, if you do not know who she is, then get the hell out of here. I'm not related to Gerard Way, but I wish I was, cause he is a major fucking hottie. I'm a vampire, but my teeth are straight and white. I have pale white skin. I'm also a witch, and I go to a magic school called Hogwarts in England, where I'm in 7th year, I'm 17. I'm a goth, in case you couldn't tell, and I wear mostly black. I love Hot Topic, and I buy all my clothes from there. For example, today I was wearing a black corset with matching lace around it, and a black leather miniskirt, pink fishnets, and black combat boots. I was wearing black lipstick, white foundation, black eyeliner, and red eyeshadow. I was walking around Hogwarts. It was snowing and raining, so there was no sun, which I was very happy about. A lot of preps stared at me. I put up my middle finger at them. Hey, Ebony, shouted a voice. I looked up. It was Draco Malfoy. What's up, Draco? Nothing, he said shyly. But then, I heard my friends call me and I had to go away. Author's note. Is it good? Please tell me things. Chapter 2. Author's note. Thanks to Bloody Tears 666 for helping me with the chapter. B to W. Prep stop flaming mutt story. Okay. The next day, I woke up in my bedroom. It was snowing and raining again. I opened up the coffin and drank some blood from a bottle I had. My coffin was a black ebony, and inside was hot pink velvet with black lace on the ends. I got out of my coffin and took off my giant MCR t-shirt, which I used for pajamas. Instead, I put on a black leather dress, a pentagram necklace, combat boots, and black fishnets on. I put on 4 pairs of earrings in my pierced ears, and put my hair in kind of a messy bun. My friend Willow, author's note, Raven, this is you, woke up and then grinned at me. She flipped her lively, lace-twinned raven black hair with pink streaks and opened her forest green eyes. She put on her Marilyn Manson t-shirt with a black mini fishnets and pointy high-heeled boots. We put on our makeup, black lipstick, white foundation, and black eyeliner. Oh my fucking god! I saw you talking to Draco Malfoy yesterday, she said excitedly. Yeah, so? I said, blushing. Do you like Draco? She asked him, but went on in the Slytherin common room and into the Great Hall. No, I still fucking don't, I shouted. Yeah, right, she exclaimed. Just then, Draco walked up to me. Hi, he said. Hi, I replied flurriedly. Guess what? He said. What? I asked. Well, Good Charlottes are having a concert in Hogsmeade, he told me. Oh my fucking god, I screamed. I love Good Charlotte. They are my favorite band, except besides My Chemical Romance. Well, do you want to go with me? He asked. I gasped. Chapter 3. Author's note. Stop blaming the story. Perhaps okay? Otherwise, thanks to the Gothic people for the good reviews. Thanks again, Raven. Oh yeah, by the way, I don't own this or the lyrics to Good Charlotte. On the night of the concert, I put on my black lace-up boots with high heels. Underneath them were ripped red fishnets. Then I put on a black leather mini dress with all the corset stuff on the back and front. I put on my matching fishnet on my arms.
I straightened my hair and made it look all spiky.
Then I felt a little depressing,
So I still had one of my risks.
I read a depressing book while I waited for it to stop bleeding, and I listened to some Good Charlotte. I painted my nails black and put on
Tons!
of black eyeliner. Then I put on some black lipstick. I didn't put on foundation because I was pale anyway. I drank some human blood, so I was ready to go to the concert. I went outside. Draco was waiting for me in front of his flying car. He was wearing a Simple Plan t-shirt. They would play at the show too. Baggy black skater pants, black nail polish, and a little eyeliner. Author's note: a lot for Kubolas were okay. Hi, Draco, I said in a depressed voice. Hi, Ebony, he said back. We walked into his flying black Mercedes-Benz.
The license plate said 666,
and we flew into the place with the concert. On our way, we listened excitedly to Good Charlotte and Marilyn Manson. We both smoked cigarettes and drugs. When we got there, we both hopped out of the car. We went into the mosh pit in front of the stage and jumped up and down as we listened to Good Charlotte.
You come and cold, you're covered in blood. They are all so happy you arrived. The doctor cuts your cord, hands you to your mom. She sets you free into this life.
Sing, Joel. I don't own the lyrics to that song. Joel is so fucking hot, I said to Draco, pointing to him as he sung, filling the club with his amazing voice. Suddenly, Draco looked sad. What's wrong? I asked as we watched the music. Then I caught on. Hey, it's okay, I don't like him better than you, I said. Really? Asked Draco sensitively, and he put his arm around me all protective. Really? I said. Besides, I don't even know Joel, and he's going out of Hurley fucking Duff. I fucking hate that little bitch, I said disgustingly, thinking of her ugly blonde face. The night went on really well, and I had a great time. So did Draco. After the concert, we drank some beer and asked Benji and Joel for their autographs and photos of them. We got Good Charlotte concert tees. Draco and I crawled back into the Mercedes-Benz, but Draco didn't go back into Hogwarts. Instead, he drove the car into the Forbidden Forest. Oh, God.
Chapter 4.
Author's note: I said stop flaming, okay? Ebony's name is Lobby, not Mary Sue, okay? Draco is so in love with her that he is acting different. They knew each other before, okay? Draco! I shouted. What the fuck do you think you're doing? Draco didn't answer, but he stopped the flying car and walked out of it. I walked out of it too, curiously. What the fucking hell? I asked angrily. Anobi. Yes. What? I snapped. Draco leaned in extra close, and I looked into his gothic red eyes. He was wearing colored contacts, which revealed so much depressing sorrow and evilness, and suddenly, I didn't feel mad anymore. And then, suddenly, just as Draco kissed me passionately, Draco climbed on top of me, and we started to make out keenly against a tree. He took off my top, and I took off his clothes. I even took off my bra. Then he put his thingy into my you-know-what, and we did it for the first time. Oh, 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 I screamed. As I was beginning to get an orgasm, we started to kiss everywhere, and my pale body became all warm and then...
What the hell are you doing, you motherfuckers?
It was Dumbledore. Chapter 5. Author's note: stop flaming. If you flam, it means you're a prep or a poser. The only reason Dumbledore swore is because he had a headache, okay? And on top of that, he was mad at them for having sex. P.S. I'm not updating until I get 5 good reviews. Dumbledore made, and Draco and I follow him. He kept shouting at us angrily.
You ludicrous fools!
He shouted. I started to cry, tears flowed down my pallid face. Draco comforted me. When we went back to the castle, Dumbledore took us to Professor Snape and Professor McGonagall, who were both looking very angry.
They were having sexual intercourse in the Forbidden Forest,
He yelled in a furious voice.
Why would you do such a thing, you mediocre dunces?
asked Professor McGonagall. And then Draco shrieked, "Because I love her!" Everyone was quiet. Draco and Professor McGonagall still looked mad, but Professor Snape said, "Fine, very well. You may go up to your rooms." Draco and I went upstairs while the teachers glared at us. "Are you okay, Ebony?" Draco asked me gently. "Yeah, I guess," I lied. I went to the girls' room and brushed my teeth and my hair, and changed into a low-cut black floor-length dress with red lace all around it, and black high heels. When I came out, Draco was standing in front of the bathroom, and he started to sing "I Just Want to Live" by Good Charlotte. I was so flattered, even though he wasn't supposed to be there. We hugged and we kissed. After that, we said goodnight, and he reluctantly went back into his room. Chapter 6. Other's note: she did have preps, okay? P.S. I will not update till you give me good revals. The next day, I woke up in my coffin. I put on a black miniskirt that was all ripped around the end and matching top with red skulls all over it, and high-heeled boots that were black. I put on 2 pairs of skull earrings and 2 crosses in my ears. I spray painted my hair with purple. In the Great Hall, I ate some Count Chocolate cereal, blood instead of milk, and a glass of red blood. Suddenly, someone bumped into me. All the blood spilled over my top.
Bastard!
I shouted angrily. I regretted saying it. Because when I looked up, there was someone. I was looking in the pale white face of a gothic boy with spiky red hair with red streaks in it. Oh God. Oh God. He was wearing so much eyeliner that it was going down his face, and he was wearing black lipstick. He didn't have glasses anymore, and now he was wearing red contact lenses just like Draco's, and there was no scar on his forehead anymore. He had a manly stubble on his chin. He had a sexy English accent. He looked like Joel Madden. He was so sexy that my body went all hot when I saw him, kind of like an erection, only I'm a girl, so I didn't get one, you sicko!
I'm so sorry!
He said in a shy voice. That's alright. What's your name? I questioned.
My name's Harry Potter, although most people call me Vampire these days.
He grumbled. Why? I exclaimed. Because
I love the taste of human blood. He giggled.
Well, I am a vampire, I confessed.
Really?
He whimpered. Yeah! I roared. And we went sat down and talked a while. Then Draco came up behind me and told me he had a surprise for me, so I went away with him. Chapter 7. Bring Me to Life.
Author's note. Well, okay, you guys. I'm only writing this because I got 5 good God reviews. In BTW, I will write the next chapter till I get 10 good Vons. Still flaming, or I report you. Ebony's in a Murray suit. Okay, she isn't perfect. She's a Satanist. She has problems. She's depressed, for God's sake. Draco and I held our pale white hands with black nail polish as we went upstairs. I was wearing red Satanist sings on my nails with red nail polish. There's no, does that sound like a Murray suit to you?
I waved a vampire. The dark misery was in his depressed eyes. I guess he was jealous of me that I was going out with Draco. I went upstairs excitedly with Draco, and we went into the room and locked the door. Then
we started Frenching passively, and we took off each other's clothes enthusiastically. He felt me up before I took off my top. Then I took off my black leather bra, and he took off his pants. We went to the bed and started making out naked, and then he put his boy's thingy in mine, and we had sex.
See, is that stupid? Oh, Draco! I screamed while getting an orgasm when suddenly I saw a tattoo that I had never seen before on Draco's arm. It was a black heart with an arrow for it. On it was blood Gothic writing were the words vampire. I was so angry. You bastard! I shouted angrily, jumping out of the bed. No, but you don't understand. Draco pleaded, but I knew too much. No, you fucking idiot, I shouted. You probably have AIDS anyway. I put on my clothes humbly and stumped out. Draco ran out even though he was naked. He had a really big you-know-what, but I was too mad to care. I stomped out and stayed so until I was in Vampire's classroom where he's having a lesson with Professor Snape and some other people. Vampire Potter, you motherfucker, I yelled. Chapter 8. Author's note. Stop blessing, okay? If you do, then you're a prep. Everyone in the class stared at me, and then Draco came in the room even though he was naked and started begging for me to take him back. Ebony, it's not what you think! Draco screamed sadly. My friend Bloody Mary Smith smiled at me understatedly. She flipped her long, waist-length gothic black hair and opened her crimson eyes like blood. That she was wearing contact lenses on. She had pale white skin, and that she was wearing white makeup on. Hermione was kidnapped when she was born. Her real parents are vampires, and one of them is a witch, but Voldemort killed her mother, and her father committed suicide because he was depressed about it. She still has nightmares about it, and is very haunted and depressed. So it also turns out her real last name is Smith and not Granger, since she converted to Satanism to Slytherin and not Gryffindor. What is it that you desire, you ridiculous dimwit? Snape demanded angrily in his cold voice, and I ignored him. Vampire! I can't believe you cheated on me with Draco! I shouted at him. Everyone gasped. I don't know.
I don't know why Ebony was so mad at me. I went out with Vampire, not bi, and so is Ebony, for a while, but he broke my heart. He dumped me because I looked Brittany, a stupid preppy fucker. We were just good friends now. He had gone through horrible problems, and now he was gothic. Like I would hang out with a prep. But I'm not going out with Draco anymore, said Vampire.
Yeah, fucking right. Fuck off, you bastard, I screamed. And I ran out of the forbidden forest where I lost my virility in Draco and then started to burst into tears.
Chapter 9.
Author's note. Stop flaming, okay? I didn't read all the books. This is from the movie, okay? So it's not my fault if Dumbledore swears. Besides, I said he had a headache. And the reason Snap doesn't like Harry now is because he's Christian and vampires are Satanists. MCR rocks. I was so mad and sad. I can't believe Draco for cheating at me. I began to cry against the tree where I did it with Draco. Then all of a sudden, a horrible man with red eyes and no nose and everything started flying towards me in a broomstick. He didn't have a nose, basically like Voldemort in the movie. And he was wearing all black, but it was obvious he wasn't gothic. It was Voldemort!
No!
I shouted in a scared voice, but then Voldemort shouted,
Imperious!
And I couldn't run away. Crookshanks! I yelled at him, shouted at him. Vampire fell off his broom and started to scream. I felt bad for him, though, even though I'm a sadist, so I stopped.
Ebony! He cried. Thou must kill Vampire Potter.
I thought about Vampire and his sexy eyes and his gothic black hair, and now his face looks like Joel Man. I remember that Draco said he didn't understand, so I thought, what if Draco went out with Vampire before I went out with him and they broke up? No, Voldemort! I shouted back. Voldemort gave me a gun. No, please! I begged.
Thou must, he yelled. If thou dost not, then I shall kill thy beloved Draco.
How did you know? I asked in a surprised way.
Voldemort got a dude, you're so retarded look on his face. I have telekinesis, he answered cruelly. And if you doth not kill Vampire, then thou shalt know what will happen to Draco, he shouted.
Then he flew away angrily on his broomstick. I was so scared and mad I didn't know what to do. Suddenly Draco came into the woods. Draco! I said, hi. Hi. He stood back, but his face was all sad. He was wearing white foundation and messy eyeliner, kind of like a pentagram. Get it? Between Joe Madden and Gerard Way. Are you okay? I asked. No, he answered. I'm sorry I got all mad at you, but I thought you cheated on me, I expelled. Oh, that's okay. He said all depressed, and we went back to Hogwarts together, making out. Chapter 10. And stop it, you gay fucks. If you do not like my story, then fuck off. For yes, it turned out Bloody Mary isn't a mugger after she's a vampire and evil. That's why they moved houses. Okay. I was really scared about Voldemort all day. I was even upset to went to rehearsals with my gothic metal band Bloody Gothic Rose 666. I'm the lead singer of it and play guitar. People say that we sound like a cross between Good Charlotte, Slipknot, and My Chemical Romance. The other people in the band are Bloody Mary, Vampire, Draco, Ron, even though we call him Diablo now. He has black hair now with blue streaks in it and in horror grade. Only today, Draco and Vampire were depressed, so they weren't coming in, and we wrote songs instead. I knew Draco was probably slitting his wrist. He wouldn't die because he's a vampire too, and the only way to kill vampires with a CROSS. There's no way I'm writing that. Or a steak. And Vampire was probably watching a depressing movie like The Corpse Bride. I put on a black leather shirt that showed off my boobs, and tiny matching miniskirt, and it said Simple Plan on the butt. You may think I'm a slut, but I'm really not. We were singing a cover of Helena, and at the end of the song, I suddenly busted into tears.
Ebony, are you okay?
Bloody Mary asked in a concerted voice. What the fuck do you think? I asked angrily, and even then I said, well, Voldemort came, and then the fucking bastard told me to fucking kill Harry, but I don't want to kill him because he's really nice, even if I did go with Draco, but if I don't kill Harry, then Voldemort will fucking kill Draco! I busted in tears. Suddenly Draco jumped out from behind a wall. Why didn't you fucking tell me? He shouted. How could you fucking pussy muggle bitch! See that out of character? I started to cry and cry. Draco started to cry too, I was sensitive. Then he ran out crying. We had practiced for 1 more hour. Suddenly Dumbledore walked in angrily. His eyes were all fiery, and I knew this time it wasn't because he had a headache.
What have you done?
He started to cry wisely. See, that's basically nuts swearing, and this time he was really upset, and you will see why. Ebony, Draco has been found in his room. He committed suicide by slitting his wrists. Author's note. In chapter 11, author's note. I said stop flaming help perhaps if this chapter is stupid. It deals with really serious issues. See for yourself if it's too stupid, bro. Thanks to my friend Raven for helping me. No! I screamed. I was horrified. Bloody Mary tried to comfort me, but I told her fuck off, and I went to the room crying myself. Dumbledore chased after me shouting, but he had to stop when I went to my room, because he would look like a perv that way. Anyway, I started crying tears of blood, and then I slipped both my wrists. I got all in with my clothes. I took them off and jumped into the bath angrily while playing a Linkin Park song at full volume. I grabbed a stake, and it was stuck in my heart to commit suicide. I was so fucking depressed. When I got out of the bathtub, I put on a black low-cut dress with lace all over it sandally. I put on black high heels with pink metal stuff on the ends and six pairs of skull earrings. And I couldn't fucking believe it. I looked out the window and screamed. Snap was spying on me, and he was taking a videotape of me, and Lupin was masticating to it. They were sitting on their broomsticks. Ew, you fucking perv! Stop looking at me naked! Are you pedos or what? I screamed out, putting a black towel with a picture of Marilyn Mason on it. Suddenly the vampire ran in. Abra cadabra! He yelled at Snape and Lupin, pointing his womb. I took my gun and shot Snape and Lupin a gazillion times, and they both started screaming and the camera broke. Suddenly Dumbledore ran in. Ebony! It has been revealed that someone is... No! He started shouting at Snape and Lupin, and then he waved his wand, and suddenly Hagrid ran out outside on his broom and said, everyone, we need to talk. What do you know, Hagrid? You're just a little Hogwarts student. I may be a Hogwarts student, Hagrid Hagrid paused angrily.
But I am also
A Satanist! This cannot be. Snape said in the crisp voice as blood dripped from his hand where Dumbledore's wand to jump.
There must be other factors.
You don't have any! I yelled in madly. Lupin held up the tablet free elephantly. The lens may be ruined, but the tape's still there. I felt faint. More than I usually do, and when you know it feels how you don't drink enough blood. Why are you doing this? Lupin said angrily while he rubbed his dirty hands on his cloak. And then I heard the faint words that I heard that not from him. I did not know whether to feel shocked and happy or to bite him and drink his blood because I felt faint.
Because
Hagrid said, and then he paused in the air dramatically, waving his wand in the air. Then swooped in, he's singing to the tune of a Gothic version of a song by 50 Cent. Because of Gothic? Snape said in a little afraid voice because he was afraid and meant he was connected with Satan. Because I love her.